Hello everybody, it's Sue from Scrappy Doo Sue. Today's Friday and it is the 12th of March already. I hope everyone's doing very well. Hello to my subscribers and welcome to any new subscribers. As you all know, I am very new to this videoing on YouTube. I am building up my channel very slowly, but you know, apparently it's very important if people who look at the videos like and comment and subscribe to build the channel up. So you know, it would be lovely if people who do see my videos recognize that I am a beginner. Don't get too impatient with me and like and comment and subscribe would be great. Anyway, today I thought we'd start making some embellishments for the spring journal that I'm making. So I am going to devote this video to a sort of a lace type snippet roll. Only the snippets will be all sorts of things, not just material snippets in the true sense of the word. And I'm doing mine on this lovely, it's quite a thick lace, and it is it's 2 inches wide actually, and I am going to do 2 pieces, and I've only cut them to 12 inches in length because I obviously don't want to take up too much time. So I'm going to do one with everything going horizontally and one with everything going vertically. So basically you can cut your pieces and use them as embellishments in your journal. So I've watched several different ways of doing this on YouTube. Different crafters have their own method, I do like this idea of doing it on some lace, so I'm going to have a go at it. It will be the first time I've ever made them, so please bear with me. So the glue that I will use today will be Fabri-Tac or Beacon 3-in-1. I think it's actually the same glue. I think it's just marketed in a different way depending on where you buy it, because that is very good for material, gluing material to material. And we can also use some of the Cosmic Shimmer as well if we need to. So I'm going to be, you know, gluing all sorts of bits on, as I said. So let's get started, and I'm going to start with the vertical one, I think. So from the videos I've watched, I have learned that it's best to put a little bit of a base down first. So I have got some strips that have come in different embellishment packs, and I thought I would use some of those to start as a base. So in this box I've got some odds and ends of scraps and things, and I've got some embellishments here, and I've got a jar with some flowers in, and I don't know if you saw this box, but yes, I was going to do one on this ribbon, but then I found this lace and I thought that might be better. So I've got a bit of rick-rack, and I've got some green leaf trim. So we'll see what we can make from it. Right, let's get started. I've also got some bits of cut off scraps of paper that I thought I might use, bits from the Jamie B tulip kit and bits from other pages that I've used, so we can use some of those. So let's glue down some of these strips. Now I am going to do a bit of inking, so I'll be as quick as I can, and I'm going to use my new tea dye ink. I think that would be quite nice. So we're going to start with some of these ephemera strips and just give them a bit of an ink round just to define the edges and take away any white. So I'll just do these all while I've got the distressing out. And anyway, I hope everyone's doing well. I'm glad it's Friday. I've had a very busy week at work this week, and I'm feeling quite tired, to be quite honest with you. Because of the news on TV about COVID and relaxing some of the rules, I think all the patients under the hospital are going mad now, contacting us, wanting all sorts of things, demanding this, that and everything else. And I don't think they realise that things haven't really changed much for us. Just going to get my little guillotine out and make up a few more of these little strips. I think we'll do that. We'll use these banners that we've not used, and we will just cut those down. Nice to use up everything if you can. I love this guillotine. As I've probably said before, it is my favourite crafting tool, but I am a little bit wary of it, chopping my fingers, because it is quite sharp. So just get rid of those edges quickly. And I like this colour green, so, but they are very small and fiddly to cut, but my cutting skills with scissors leave a lot to be desired, to be quite honest. And we're going to chop that bit off like so. So let's see if we can just trim that edge down, as long as it's not too obvious that it's wonky. We will be okay. But I like this. It's a little list, somebody's list of things with the months on. Right, okay, let's get going. I'm quite excited to do one of these, actually. Let's see if we've got enough now. Right. Oh, and I know this glue is going to perform. It doesn't let me down like a certain other glue does, so we won't mention its name. Just don't want too much of this. This is the opposite. It comes out very, very quickly if you're not careful. So I'm just going to start off by putting that one down to the edge there, and I'm going to continue alternating them, and having different widths is quite nice, gives it a bit of interest. Some people just use a little bit of glue on theirs and then they use the sewing machine, and we all know what my recent venture into sewing with my little sewing machine, what happened there. I have gone off that idea, so I don't think I'll be sewing these somehow, unless I'm feeling braver at the weekend and decide to have another go with it. There, so that only took those, so that's fine. So that's our bases. Just gonna lift that one up because it's not quite as straight as I would have liked. Just put a bit of ink glue down there, right, like so. Okay, so next thing we're going to have on here, I think, is I'd like to layer that over the top with a piece of this nice yellow rickrack. So I don't think there's a good or a bad side, but I thought I might just put it up there like so. So we'll cut it off there, like so. And then we're going to glue this down. Now, the best way probably to do this, I think, maybe just to pop a bit of glue up the centre of these strips. Let's see whether that works now. I think this side feels like it could be the top, so I am now going to follow the glue and get that all flattened down there. I think that's looking quite nice. Groovy. Right, now what shall we have on here? Let's think. In this pot, which was, as I've explained already to you, to those that saw a previous video, I'm just going to use a bit of scrap paper to ink on the back of. I'm just going to put this fussy cut on, but I just want to dull down that white. Yeah, as I explained before, that was a little glass dish. I've got two of them that I believe had that lovely dessert in them, that you creme brulee, that you actually burn the top of the dessert because it's got sugar on it. So let's start off, and we'll have that like so, off to one side, so we kind of fill that side of that. Then we might want a little, oh, here's a nice little circle that has some script on it. I love circles. I was watching Juliet Camellia Crafts make one of these, and I'm going to pop that there to that side, and she was actually making hers in a very unusual way, with some masking tape stuck to her glass mat and some double-sided sticky tape, and then she covered hers with scraps, and then started sticking embellishments on. It was a very, very unusual way of doing it. Bear in mind when you're making these that you will be cutting these down to put in your journal on pages. So, I mean, it's up to you. You can cut whatever width you want, or you could cut a small piece. So just bear that in mind when you're putting these things on, because you don't want to have to cut across something that you've already stuck on here. So, yeah, I like this one. So just going to go for random things like this to bulk it out, and then I am going to fill in with some small bits and bobs, little things. So we don't need to have it straight either. Adds to the interest. Now let's have, what else have we got in here? So I've got quite a few nice little things. I've been fussy cutting, can you tell? Goodness me, I just take them downstairs and tend to watch the TV with them. I find that way I can just, you know, concentrate better, really, and also have something on in the background that, you know, might be of interest. My husband and I, we've come to the end of our series that we watch, and we're, you know, because nobody's actually making any new series of things, are they, at the moment? So so when we've come to the end of a series, we're hanging on now, waiting for them to make the next one. So we've got a few of those. So there's a little circle that's out of the Tulip Journal Digital Kit by Janie B. So we'll put that one up here like so. Yeah, so it's we're sort of scrabbling around at the moment when we do sit and watch TV, looking for something to watch now. I think I've used this little fussy cut on something else, on a pocket probably recently. But I like these. These are honey puddle fussy cuts. I think they're her wildflower fussy cuts, and I like them. They're very pretty, but they're really difficult to cut out. So yeah, so I had that one there, like so. It doesn't matter if they go over the edge a bit, like that one has. Now what else have we got? Oh, excuse my dog barking. I bet hold on. Hello, I'm back. Sorry about that. It was who I suspected it was. Enemy number one, the postman, who Paddy Dog hates. Although he has met the postman and they like each other really. He just does not like the act of posting through the letterbox. He thinks it's all wrong and that should not be allowed. How dare they put things through the letterbox to his house, which is his territory. Anyway, the postman had to ring the doorbell because he had a parcel for my husband, which didn't fit through the letterbox, which is quite nice that he rang the bell, because often he doesn't ring the bell and he forces things through. And we've got a wire cage on the back of the letterbox, because when Paddy Dog was a puppy, he would have a tendency to chew up the post. You'd find it all chewed up all the way up the stairs if you left him for any time. And yeah, so I think we're going to put that there. It's a bit of a funny shape because of the way it's come out of the book. Yeah, so yeah, so we had to put a basket on the back of the door, and then the postman will force parcels through, especially, you know, flatter ones, but they might not be envelope size. There might be a thick parcel, a bit like an Amazon package, and he has on occasion knocked the whole basket off the back of the door with his forcefulness. So, oh, we don't want that right next to that butterfly, do we? Let's have him right up here, like so. And right, let's see if we've got some very small labels in here. We have a mixture of everything you can imagine from everywhere possible. I quite like these little burgundy brownie coloured labels. They're quite nice. So we put one of those on, and then we put a bit of blingy bling on, I think. So let's see, we'll put that one there. And try not to cover up too much of the yellow rickracs. I think that's a shame, actually. Right, now let's see if we've got anything here. We've got some oh, I should tip those out. Little daisies. They're pretty. Gosh, that's stuck to my hand. Oh, I've got some nice little floral buttons actually, which I'm not going to sew on. I'll just stick them on randomly. I might sew into them afterwards, just give them an idea of being sewn. Now let's just see how well. Hold on one moment. Oh, hello, sorry about that. That was my husband coming home from work. He finishes at half past 2, I think it is, on a Friday. And anyway, where were we? We were going to look at these buttons, but actually looking at them, they're quite wide. I think they would be too bulky, so I'm going to give those a miss. Instead of which, let's have a look in this jar of flowers. So I have got some just tip a few in there, random ones, see what we get. Yeah, so sorry, that's another interruption. Isn't it typical? Right. Yeah, so by the time he gets home, it's usually just after I finished, because I've worked at home today. Been busy as usual. Oh, I quite like this light yellow. Again, that's although it's thick, it is thick, but it's not as thick, it's not hard like those buttons, so I think that one would be okay. So let's put that one down here and have a bit of bling. I'm not a blingy person really, so I'm not going to put too many of those on. Let's see what else we got. I do like these little flowers. I just wish they'd have them in a few different colours. Here's a little embroidered flower. It's quite pretty. Should put that there. Okay, now what else can we put on? Let's see. Oh dear, getting into a bit of a pickle now. What a surprise. Oh, we've got a number here. Shall we put a number on? That would be quite nice. I'm kind of giving it a bit more colour. I just wanted to, oh, excuse me, have a bit more colour going on. I think we can put that there, like so. Here's one that's a dance ticket. These are out of the Tim Holtz packs of the tiny pieces. Off the top of my head, I can't remember what this pack's called, but it's the one that's got really tiny pieces like this, and also it has like the hand that points like there, that shape hand, and you know, you can find those in the pack as well. Let's see where we put that there. Okay, and I've got some nice bits of material measuring tape here, so I suppose we could, I don't know where I'd put it though, that's the thing. I could put some there. No, I don't think I will. Not too keen on that. Now that I've filled this up, here's a little pink flower. That's quite pretty. We'll allow her to have a piece of pink, because I'm not really into pinks myself. Just stick that one onto that one. I'm not sure if they were stuck together originally or not. Now where can we put this one? Oh, let's put that one here, like so. So that's looking quite nice now, isn't it? Just thinking now, should I be putting anything else on it, or will I make it really too much, go over the top? I think you need to know when to stop. Well, I've got a nice bow here. I think that's going a bit over the top though. What else have we got? Got a little orange flower. I don't think it needs anything else. I actually think that that's enough. So that seemed to actually go very quickly. Oh, we have a little bee. How about we just put one more thing on, and we put a nice bee on. I do like bees. yeah, let's put this bee on somewhere. And where can we put him? Let's see. I think we'll put him there on the side of that flower. I don't think I've got any more bees in here. I fussy cut him out. I've got a circle with a bee. I've ordered another circle punch today from Amazon. Thought, it wasn't a lot of money actually. I think it's about £5. So I'm looking forward to getting that. Now, I think that's quite nice, isn't it? Now, when I cut it to use, I can just cut between these, here and here, and then you can add extra embellishments onto it then when you've got it, you know, an idea for where you want to use it. So that's the one going vertical, so we put that to one side, and now we're going to do the next one, which is horizontal, like so. So okay, so again we want to start with a few strips of something. So what have we got? Let's have a look. Got some words. I don't want to put words on, not at the moment. That's something you can add to it later on. These are some just ephemera bits and pieces that were in a pack. That's some sort of receipt ticket. I'm going to put that on first. Oh, gone very gloopy, and I shall see if that will stick with that. Right, so this is going to be slightly different. These are going to be this way up. So we could do with a strip that maybe is okay. That's up that way, actually, the writing. So we'll move that along a bit. We'll just give that a quick ink. Oh, we have inked that one, haven't we? Inked that one earlier. And the trouble with this glue, it does start to get a bit gloopy and spidery, I think. Has this like spidery bits that come off it like a web, see? Now, what else can we put down? What have we got? Any more strips? Let's see. That's a bit narrow. That's a tape measure. Where are my strips that I had cut out? So, okay, we'll cut this out by hand this time. I don't know if I was on camera then. I apologise if I wasn't. Just cut that bottom bit off, and let's see, what we'll do is we'll cut that in half, and we'll have a piece round here, and we'll have another piece further down. And this is on cardstock, actually. Well, not thick cardstock. I don't know what the GSM actually is of this paper, this cream card. I threw the packet away, so I can't tell you, I'm afraid. So I think we're going to have that one there, like so. And then we'll have this one down here, like so. And oh, sticking to everything. And this is quite stretchy, this fabric. Now I want to kind of mirror that, I think, on the other end, or something quite biggish. What shall we have? What shall we have? Okay, let's not have that. I think that's too big. What have we got in here? Must have something. Oh, there we are. Here's a little label, postcard label. So we're going to put that down here. I like the shape of that one too. It says Discover on it. Right, okay. Right, let's have layering our base pieces. Now, on this one, let's put some green leaf trim, because this can go vertical or it can grow along the side of a wall, so it doesn't matter if it's this way or the other way, but it does twist around, and is quite fiddly. Oh look, that's exactly the right length. I'll just try and get that piece of label off that was used to keep it stuck to the card when I had it. Now this is going to be tricky to put down, isn't it? I bet you're all thinking, yes. I'm just going to wipe that gloopy bit off because this is a delicate operation. So we'll start this end and we'll put a bit of glue. Oh, halfway. I think we'll do halfway first. Like so. And then, very fiddly, sticky, we are then going to, did you see it turned just as I was about to lay it down, glue side up. Now then we can do this piece. Oh, that's rather a big bit of glue. I have to move some of that onto another area. Ah, that's the wrong side, it's twisted. Now, was this a good idea? Me wondering if I am thinking it might not have been such a brilliant idea. Let's see. Oh gosh, I hope I have managed to glue the, no, that's twisted there. So, oh, I'm going to need this dry wipe, sticking it down there. I like that. That's very nice, I think, anyway. Right, so oh gloopy now. Let's see, what have we got? That's rather a big butterfly. Now if I put that on, it means I'm gonna have to use quite big things, I think. I don't think we'll use that. Let's see now. Everything's in a muddle already, as you can see. Let's put this nice circle on. It's got some nice lilac-y colouring on it. Should be quite nice to just add into the mix. So I don't want it to be all yellowy, and I'm just going to put that up there like so. Now, let's see. Well, I'm going to have a lot of tidying up to do in a minute, aren't I? Oh, I like this little oval label, which I haven't cut very well, have I? Oh gosh. I think that will be okay. Stick that down. Put that down here. Again, I don't want to cover up too much of the leaf trim. That would be a shame. Now, let's see. Just move that one out of the way. So I keep going to pick up the things that are on it. And they're stuck down. Right, what else have we got here? That's a bit bright, that label. These are all really brown. Well, that's a pretty flower. Let's put a pretty flower on. And what we can do is stick that at the end there, like so. Okay. Let's have another look through here for some smaller bits and bobs. What's up? That's quite nice. Oh, I like that little plant label. I think that's going to be enough labels probably then, of the bigger ones anyway. We need some flowers, don't we? Put that there like so. Now, flowers, fussy cut flowers. What have we got? Have we got any in here? Let's have a look at the bottom and see what we have. Let's see what's on the back of the note. Well, I wish I hadn't tipped things out now on the floor, on the desktop. I was going to say floor, but I always find when I finish crafting that there are usually bits on the floor. I don't know about anyone else. Kind of accidentally knock it down with your elbow or something. These are very pale ones. These are all very similar. I was looking for something a bit different. Oh, fiddly. No, I think we want a flower. We definitely want... Yes, so we put those away. And don't want those. I don't want those. I just heard something fall on the floor then. Probably the one I'd really most like to use, I expect. That's usually the way. That's a ticket, but I think that's a bit big for this. Let's see, too big, too big. Oh, here's a nice little bee. We'll have the bee. Okay. Right, we'll have this bee. And we'll have him up here, like so. And then we'll see what we've got in here. So let's have a look. I'm sure we've got some butterflies. Now we've got a butterfly that's sort of on the side. So we could have the butterfly like that. Let's see, we'll just lay that there in case we change our mind. Here's another pretty butterfly. That one can go there. What else have we got in here? Well, some matching butterfly. It's the same as the one I just picked out. Oh, another little bee. Would be quite nice up here. We'll have, oh gosh, a couple of those. I'll get those out. And about that, see that blue is, to me, that's too blue for this. If it's going into my spring journal, I think that's too blue. Now here's a piece of music material. We're going to have that. It's another one of those blank flowers with nothing on it. I wonder where the other half of that is. Probably just not made properly in the... Oh, we've got some stamps here. Let's get those out. Yeah. Let's see. What's this? Is this a... Oh, God. Oh, that's exactly what we'd like, those tulips. Now. Very pretty. Right. Okay. Stamp. $15. Have we got anything else with numbers on? $25 cents. Okay. Right, let's see. Move those out of the way. And that blue flower who's trying to get in on the act. Okay, let's ink up. First of all, let's put down the ones we've laid down. See, I'm not faffing about too much today, am I? Making up my mind about where things are going. So we said he could go up here. Or it could be a she. I'm always saying he or she. This one we thought here. Now these do have quite a bit of a white border around them. This is out of the Tim Holtz pack as well. It's the same pack that has all the tiny bits and pieces in. Some of the little labels are so tiny, you just think, well, when am I ever going to use that? Actually, I think I'm going to, I thought this is where I decided to have it there. I just wanted to mix this up a bit so that it's not all florals and not all specifically spring-like. So I think we could just pop that into there like so. As I said, it doesn't matter if it comes off the edge. Oh, I do like this. I think this might be Red Admiral or something similar. Very pretty butterflies. We love looking for butterflies and things when we go out with a dog for a walk. We've got a nice little area around the back of our small estate that we can take the dog for quick walks. So that's generally what I do during the day if I'm working at home. So obviously I can't be out too long. And has some lovely different varieties of trees and things. And there's been pussy willows out already and all sorts of things like that. And saw a woodpecker that flew off just as I walked through the entrance. It was a beautiful woodpecker. My husband said he'd been seeing this woodpecker, and I said, oh, you're so lucky, I never see anything like that when I go round there. And I did see him, and he was beautiful green colour, absolutely beautiful. And then in the middle of there's sort of a proper man-made path all the way round the top end, and there was a what was I going to say? In the middle of that, there's a bigger grass area, and in the middle of that, I was walking through with Paddy, and because we usually go around the whole thing about 3 times. That's our routine during the day when I'm working at home. And My husband lets him off the lead, but I don't, because he can be quite naughty for me. He doesn't always listen to what I say. And also our cat Pebbles comes round with us. If she's outside and she hears our door go, hears me coming out, she comes round and she'll appear in that area, walking area, and she'll run across to us. And then obviously we don't mind her walking around with us, but then if other dog walkers come in with their dogs, oh, the dogs sometimes they go mad because they see a cat, you see, and people are amazed and they say, is that your cat following you around there? And I said, oh yes, you know, she'll actually follow us down to the village. You know, if we go down to the village, she'll follow us all the way down, and it's a big main road, so we have to be really careful what we do with her. I try and put her in the house if I'm going down the village, if I'm walking any further than round the back. So I don't want her to be near the road. And our other cat Elmo, he spends most of his days around the corner from us. There's a nursing home which has all the residents are dementia patients, and he, for the last 2-3 years, he's spent nearly all of his time around there, and the patients absolutely love him, and he sleeps on their bed. So he only comes home the odd time for food, but we keep in touch with the nurses around there, and they absolutely adore him. And I've put that stamp on upside down, and I think he's doing his bit for the community. But sadly, one of the nurses from around there, she contacted me and said that, in passing, in conversation, said that they've heard just recently, out of the blue, at really kind of short notice, that the nursing home's closing down, and they've got 16 residents in there to rehome, and they don't have a clue where these residents are going. There's been no thought about them and their jobs, and it's really sad. And she's worried about Elmo, because she said, what's he going to do when we've gone? Because he's got his own bed there. They give him roast dinner on a Thursday when the residents have roast dinner. And as I say, we hardly see him, but he does come home. And if he's around when we go for a walk, he comes as well. So, you know, it's like I'm surrounded by all these creatures. I'm sure people think I'm a bit of a weirdo, because they follow us around, but there's nothing you can do. Cats are cats. They will do what they want to do, and nothing you say is going to change that. Right, I think we're done. And let's put the lid on the ink and get rid of that. Move these out of the way. I'll tidy those up in a moment. And here is our other one. So these are our strips. I think they're rather pretty. I really do. So hope you can see them. So there you are. One is vertical, one is horizontal, and they're full of all sorts of bits and pieces to look at. And I think that they're quite pretty now. I don't know if I like that bee there in that position now, but he's stuck down, so there's not a lot. No, I'm leaving him. I shall leave him like that. He's a bit sort of upside downy, but maybe bees do fly like that sometimes if they're looking for flower. So there we have it. We've got a few different colours on there, a bit of a mix. We can cut it at various points, you know, have small pieces, or you can have bigger pieces like that to go across a pocket, or even just on the top of a journal page to give it some interest. And these we will be using in the spring journal, so I will do another episode where we'll decorate some of the pockets that I've got in the kit, and also bits I've made doing the hashtag 2021 TCTC challenge. I thought I could use some of those. So lovely to speak to you all. As it's Friday, have a lovely, lovely weekend. Don't think our weather's going to be too brilliant. I think it's going to be raining on and off all weekend, but it'd be nice to have a break. And I look forward to speaking to you soon. Hopefully I might get a chance to do something over the weekend with you. Okay, bye for now. Take care. Bye bye.